All right, y'all. We officially live. Want to welcome y'all to an impromptu cream of the crop fantasy baller league state of the union slash keeper roles discussion. I got my panelists here. I got Jones in the building. What's good?
What up?
I got Heem in the building. Hoodie Heem.
The Heemster.
Looking like Ghostface Killer in the pic.
I'm in a dog fight right now.
I heard that. I got Lavelle in the building.
What up? What up?
I got a smash single on the low, Mr. DK.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
And I got Unc in the building.
Now you got future champ in the building, DK.
Oh. All right, y'all. So let's get right to it, man. It was brought to my attention today. It was some things that was going on in the league, but not things going on in the league. It was a deal involving the keeper, which everybody know, Mike Conley. Mike Conley, I think Heem and Roddy did a deal for Mike Conley. And then Roddy didn't like Mike Conley too much and dropped him in the league, and Ryan picked him up. So we're going to go into that discussion, and then we're going to talk about a little bit of the keeper rules, the origin of the keeper rules and how it is right now. Yeah, so, a lot of catching up. I wanted Roddy to come on just so he could share his side of it and everything. So maybe he might jump on too, but, Jones, you wanna lead off or?
I'll lead off. Yes, I never knew. Well, when this keeper rule first came up, it was a lot of discussion, and a lot of people had issues, including myself. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, including myself about what was fair, what should be done, and things of that nature. And I knew one thing that couldn't happen is you can't drop a keeper. I believe that, and everyone spoke to Dom, extensively because he was just that type of person. He'd stay up to 3 a.m. speaking to you. If you know what I'm saying, you mess with you and you ask some questions. But we couldn't drop a keeper because that's why we gave him the contracts. We try to make it as fair as possible. That's why I advocated, I think a couple other people did too, for that second IR spot because we couldn't drop them. So to make the teams balanced, you always had to have 5 keepers. If we go into the year and we chose 5 keepers, that's why I purposely kept LeVert and Kuz because I knew they was on a 1-year deal. I knew if anything happened to them, I couldn't just drop them. If I traded them, I had to trade them for a keeper. And that goes to say, too, with trading keepers with keepers. It was said that if a keeper was involved, that another keeper had to be in a 2-for-1 deal. But it was always keeper for keepers because that kept the teams balanced. Now we have 1 or 2 teams that doesn't have 5 keepers. That's how that Mike Conley ended up getting dropped. That never happened before. You know what I'm saying? That's what I have. And I don't even trade. But come on, man, that has nothing to do with trading right there. That's dropping the keeper. So fuck it, I could drop one of mine.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for Roddy or not, but like one of the things that like the original like how it all started with the keepers was unbalanced to begin with. And Chris would tell you because we had to pull out a keeper out of a hat. You know what I mean? The team out of the hat. So whatever, you got to keep one keeper 1 year, and then you had to pull a keeper out of the hat, whichever team that you pick. So 1 year I had Andre Drummond and Marcus Gasol as my keepers. Mm-hmm. And then you had somebody like Deidre who had KD or Melo or something like that. So it was unbalanced to begin with. So that's why I proposed to Chris plenty of times, like, look, if I wanted to trade because I got an unbalanced version of keepers that really shouldn't be keepers in a Marc Gasol and a Drummond, but if I wanted to use those two and pair them up to go after somebody big, can I do that? So that was something that I was told that I could do because I trade a lot. And let's be real, that whole keeper thing was to stop me from winning. like if you want to be real, like that's that whole keeper rule was about that.
When I say unbalanced, I'm not talking about the level of players. I'm talking about how many keepers you got on your team right now. When I'm saying unbalanced,
hold on, Vel. I'm a replace you with Roddy real quick because Roddy need to jump in because he want to talk about the whatchamacallit. Just hold on.
Gotcha.
Yo,
what's good?
Hot rod.
Hold on. All right. So, quick recap. We just going over like the keeper rules, how it got started, how it's unbalanced, and why a keeper should not be getting dropped. So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
When I say unbalanced, if you go on and look at keepers, it's teams that have multiple teams that have 5. Then it's 1 or 2 that only have 4 keepers from the list that we put up this year. That's what I mean unbalanced. Some teams only have 4 keepers that's on that list, not the player-wise, just the keepers in a contract that's on the book. That's what I mean by unbalanced.
Yeah, so I mean, I can speak to that because I got 6. You know what I mean? Like, I got 6 names with the actual keeper title. That's because me and Vel did the deal earlier where he wanted Devin Booker, which is like what we discussed earlier. He wanted to go after a bigger guy. So he traded me Tatum and Rozier. So when I got Tatum and Rozier, I looked at Tatum as my keeper and paired up with my other 4. Rozier, he's not really my keeper. You see what I'm saying? Even though he has a keeper title.
He's on that book as it should be 2 keepers in that deal at each team.
That's not how it was.
If it was a 2-for-1, it would have been 1 keeper and 1 non-keeper and just a keeper.
That's not how it's been for the past couple of years because I've had 6 keepers on my team before. It has not. I'm telling you, if I do the deals, if I do the trades, I would know more than you.
We never had a problem like this before.
Because you never brought it up. You brought it up now. That's what I'm saying. I've done it in the past, so I can speak on it. I've done it plenty of times.
Am I the only one that believes that it was this way?
You're the only one that's bringing it up now. Because
I'm not asking that. I'm saying, am I the only one that believes it's this way? I'm not saying who brought it up.
I don't know. You ask them. I can tell you that I talked to Chris personally before I did a deal, and he said it was cool because basically it was unbalanced to begin with. So it's cool for you to walk around with Harden and Giannis that you might not even you could just inherit.
But
just
I got because now.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Giannis and Harden. When we had 3 keepers at one point, 2 keepers at one point, and I'm sitting on Marc Gasol and Drummond as a keeper, and Dedro can sit on.
Fred, you was trading. I never traded them away. Yes, it's cool.
Hold on, you're not even listening though. I'm trying to explain to you when the keepers first started, I had to pick out the hat Memphis Grizzlies and had to keep Marc Gasol on my team. You think that was fair when somebody could pick out the hat OKC and keep Westbrook? Like,
yeah, from the jump, that was at the time when we started. We all had to do that.
Exactly, but you still got certain teams that still benefiting from that rule back then, like Dedro, who's still keeping KD. Like you still got Harden.
Because I capped them. Y'all traded. Okay. It was times when y'all was trading, doing this rule and winning chips.
What I'm saying is there was never an issue trading then until now. You're the only one bringing up the issue about the 2 keepers.
Yes, I am, because I'm looking at teams having 6 keepers and some having 4.
Well, take it up with Chris. Like, yo, like I didn't make that rule, bro. Like all I did was
before, man.
It had.
I just want to hear the panel and see what they say. I mean, I got it. I'm just pointing out.
I'm gonna take myself out the equation because I speak for myself, it happened before because I've done it. I've had 6 keepers on my team, and I told Chris, "Yo, this guy's not my keeper." All right, cool. And then somebody would go to Chris and say, "All right, I got 4 keepers, and this is the guy that I'm bringing up as a keeper now." That has happened. But hey, has that happened to you?
I mean, for me, like I see, like so Jones. So basically, what Fred is trying to say, the premise of the rule was basically around so the mega deals would stop. So before Chris passed away, we had a long conversation about this because I'm going to keep it 100. I was okay with that rule because I wanted the mega deals to stop too. So it was keeper, long as a keeper was in the deal on both sides. It didn't matter how many more keepers was involved. Right. It could have been a keeper, and it could have been 3 keepers to 1 keeper. But long as 1 for 1 was a keeper in there, you was good. It didn't matter. That was the rule. And it's been going on for the last few years, even when he was alive. So it was cats that was getting keepers, might have got 2 keepers for 1 keeper, and maybe a backsplash player, and that was fine. He let that go through. As long as you identify what was your 5 keepers from the guys that was losing one. And that was cool. And then he would put that, he would announce that on whatever and keep it moving. That's always been like that. Always.
Yeah, I never reinvented the wheel, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like,
maybe
it's always been that way.
I've been doing this for years. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't like I'm changing up and doing something different now. It's been times where Dedro had 6 keepers. Like, it's
always been like that, yo.
So you still can't drop no keepers.
Yeah, that's a separate.
If I'm wrong on that, I just didn't pick up on that. It doesn't make sense to me anyway.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole other issue that we're going to get into. I'm clarifying that whole keeper thing, like, because it was multiple things that was brought up. It was the dropping the keeper, and then so I'm addressing that, saying, look, for that right there, that's always been. I've been doing that since they came up with it. Because I had an issue with me picking out Memphis Grizzlies from my hat. Then you got other people sitting on the Hardens, the Westbrooks, the KDs, and I'm sitting on the Drummonds and Gasols. That wasn't fair to me.
Bro, you found a way.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Yeah, I found a way because I don't sit around and complain. I go ahead and make it happen. That's why I don't want.
If it's not supposed to happen, I'm gonna put it up. I'm going to bring up an issue if I see it. You brought up wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we all putting this money in together, bro.
Yeah, but the only issue that you really can bring up is the dropping the keeper, because the other stuff we've been doing for years.
It's not what issue I can bring. Maybe I hear what you're saying, and I get it, but you can't say what I can. I can bring up any issue. If I'm wrong on this issue, I'm wrong. I still have a right.
You can bring it up, but just like I'm rebutting that. Like, you're not going to bring that up. Like, and I'm not going to say what I'm saying. Like, you're making it look like it never happened before, and I'm telling you,
I don't remember it happening.
You don't have to. You don't trade, so you don't remember. I do.
You're right, but again, I'm just being 100 with you, bro. I don't remember it. If I do, I have no reason to lie with you.
But what I'm saying, I don't
like because I don't like what you're saying is this rule allow me to trade Harden for 5 keepers.
If that's to be true.
Yeah, you can.
It's hard work. If I'm sitting on Evan Fournier as my keeper, are you going to take him?
I ain't going to take nobody. I'm not trading.
Okay, so it shouldn't even matter about that rule.
Matter if this rule's put in place and it's affecting how other teams get built. It don't matter you, but it's a matter how the teams are being assembled, bro.
It affects you because you don't trade and you want to keep it.
It really affects everyone.
It doesn't, because everybody benefits.
Nah.
Yeah, everybody
really affects everyone.
Okay,
I'm gonna let. That's how you feel. My opinion, it affects everyone. If y'all don't see this shit, man, like damn, man, I'm not dumb.
If you're not dumb, you should have brought it up to Chris years ago, bro. Like it's been.
It doesn't matter when I brought it up. I'm bringing it up now.
It still doesn't.
It still matter when I brought it up. I did
still
talk to
doesn't-
Chris about this, bro.
Okay, but you're talking
That's
to me
why
and it's
I'm
not
coming
changing.
down.
It's-
I talked to
I'm
him
telling
about
you
it.
right now, it's not changing. I'm telling you right now
All right,
because we
hey.
already been doing it. So you could be mad, not like
All
it.
right.
It's not changing. That's on you. Now we could
I
discuss
get it.
and move on.
It's gonna
We
be
can move
last
on
year.
to the dropping. Then that's on you. Fine. Somebody else will get harder than Giannis. I don't care. Because if you willing to leave the league for something that's been going on for years, you wasn't trying to be in it anyway.
Come on, man. You know better than that, man.
Okay,
Don't
you
do
know
that.
better. Don't try to
lie.
throw threats.
Don't
Like,
do that.
you-
No, I'm
but you're
telling you
throwing
how I
threats.
feel,
This is
man.
my last year. If it's like that, this is my
I'm
last
not
year.
yelling. I'm not upset. I'm just telling you how I feel. You know
And
what I'm saying?
telling you
Like,
the same thing. I can be passionate about what I'm saying because you're coming at me or coming at whatever saying you don't remember.
I'm not
It's
coming
gone.
at nobody. I'm bringing it up. That's why I asked this way, and that's how I went this way. I didn't go off sideways.
I got
wasn't
six
talking
keepers.
shit.
I got
came to
six
the
keepers.
field.
I got 6 keepers on my team, so I'm going to
And
talk
some
about
teams
it.
don't have, some teams don't have 5.
Okay,
That
but
don't make
I got
sense,
6, so I can talk from this. I
don't
can
make
talk
sense.
now. Okay, it don't have to. It don't have to. Now, I said we can propose something brand new for next season or whatever, but this is how it's been. All right, well then leave. Like I don't care. If you that much of a girl where you going to drop off, like you like. Let's be real.
Yo,
the only real reason.
this is what his ego is. It's the same thing. Like I don't have confidence, man.
Real talk. The only reason why there's an
fantasy
issue.
basketball.
Hold on. The only real reason it's an issue is because it affected him the past couple weeks. That's it. Last year, the year before, he didn't matter. It's been plenty of times where I had 6 keepers on my team. It's been plenty of times where I traded 2 keepers for 1 keeper. Real talk. It's only an issue now. Now, the dropping the keeper stuff, we didn't even get to that. He can leave. I don't care. At this point, I don't give 2 shits if he come back or he don't. We can find somebody that take his team with Giannis and Harden. That's not going to be a tough.
Back in. Bring
He
Bell
said
back in.
He said he didn't mean to drop out.
Bring Bell back in.
He said he didn't mean to drop out.
I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
Bring Bell back in.
Yeah, I'll bring Jones back in because I don't want to talk behind his back.
He said
Bring Bell back in. Jones came back on.
Hey, bring Bell in. I'll see that.
Yo, nah, you. Yo.
Did Unc leave?
Yeah, Unc left.
Oh no.
Unc here.
Oh, okay.
If you want to bring Bell in, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought Bell was waiting.
I'm trying to bring him back in. Yo.
Oh, that's Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I ain't mean to drop off. And I'm not acting like a girl. I was listening to all
I
that.
thought you were like your squad.
In the middle of a heated discussion and somebody drop off. I mean, hey, I'm gonna say what I need to say.
But I'm letting you know I didn't mean to, and I'm not.
Welcome back. We can keep talking.
I'm back.
It's like, yo, like, are we straight on that, or are we ready to move on to the dropping and keeper? Because that's the real. To me, that's the real issue.
The rule has to change. It has to be a keeper for a keeper. Because then that's the only way these teams to be balanced. We won't have this problem.
Let's do that and throw everybody back in the pot and start all over. If you want to do a keeper for a keeper, then let's change everything up. Everybody throw their keepers back in the pot.
So the people that didn't affect, that didn't play, that played by the rules, gotta suffer.
That is the rules. So yes, that's what I'm saying. You're saying play by the rules. That's been the rule since Don was living. So nothing changed. The only thing that changed is the people that got an issue with it.
I'll play by the rules then. I'll flip my team. I'll play by the rules.
Hey, do what you do. Like, yo, like you do what you want to do with your squad. I don't care. Like if you want to flip your squad, if it's gonna help you win a chip, it's gonna help benefit. It is what it is. We all paying money. Like nobody's trying to do nothing underhanded. Like this stuff's been going on. Like that's why I'm looking at it. Like why is it a big issue when I've been doing this for years and it's never been brought up?
I just know.
Well, then that's your fault. That's not mine. Like that's not my fault. I've been doing this, and
was a smart remark. You asked a question. I'm telling you why. Didn't it gotta
and I'm
get
saying
a snapback? Like
it's not a snap. if you just saying that you just noticed, whose fault is it? Is it mine or yours? It's an issue now in 2020, and we've been doing this since 2016, 2017.
That is so scary. I'm burping through looking at it.
I mean, what? How y'all want to handle the Conley issue?
Well, we can talk about that.
He back. He back.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say. First of all, I'm a busy man. I got 6 kids. I got 6 doing this stuff, and I work a lot. So I do everything by my phone. My phone does not show keepers. I already got 5 keepers. Mike Conley wasn't not a keeper to me. And I didn't even know he was a keeper when I acquired him like that. So he wasn't producing. I dropped him to get somebody to produce. Because one thing I will do, I will compete. I don't care if I'm 0-12. I'm going to compete. So I'm going to get it. So it wasn't done maliciously. And so to keep the crybaby and crying shit down, I thought we was grown men. You could give him back Mike Conley. I'll take back Brook Lopez. And you can tell Ryan, if he lost his waiver wire spot, I got the number 1 waiver wire spot. If you want somebody to pick up somebody for him, I do it for him and give it to him to save everything. Because it's not that big of a deal. It's a misunderstanding. All that fuck shit that he said on that daggone, whatever he said about 100, y'all fuck shit, bro. It was a misunderstanding, and it wasn't even that serious. It was an accident. So, like, come on, man. I got more important shit to get back to. Like, what's up?
Heen, what you think?
I mean, I second that. I mean, it was a mistake. We can take it all back. It don't make me no difference. No, never mind.
Me either. I'm a grown man. I'm not crying over this. I don't care. So if it makes people happy, let's do it.
if Jones, you got a problem with it that bad, then we could just take it back. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Roddy don't have a problem. I know Ryan damn sure ain't got a problem.
I already told Ryan that I'm going to take Conley off his team. I already told him that.
But if you got a problem with it, then we'll take it back.
We can put it back.
If it's the rule is we can't drop keepers.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm with the rule. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not against the grain. I'm not against the rule. So if that's what it is, that's why I said we bring it up to the panel. All right, as long as I got everybody's approval, I'm gonna put the team back the way it was.
Yeah, just put Brook back on there too, because Conley was a keeper. So, and I miscalculated. I thought I had 6. I only had 5.
Like I said, it was a mistake. It wasn't that nobody doing nothing malicious. It was a mistake.
Yeah, like I had talked to Fred about it. I was like, yo, I got 6 keepers. I called him. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, me and Roddy talked. And I was like, yo, let me talk to Fred. Did I not tell you that, Roddy?
You sure did.
I said, let me talk to Fred before we can do this, because I got 6. I got to see if I can make this happen. You know, boom, talk to the commission. He was like, man, you already got 5 in place. Make it happen. It's cool. You know, and I'm like, all right. But then, like I said, you bringing it back up now it made me recalculate. Like, I still told Fred I had 5 keepers. But then after I got off the phone, I said, well, hold on. Let me look back and really see, and then go through. And I said, who was the keepers, who wasn't. So I said, okay, damn. I called Fred back, and I said, damn, Fred, I fucked up. I said, so at this point, it's whatever you want to do. You know,
same here. And like I said, Fred, when we did the deal, you said, hold on, Roddy, who's your keeper? Did I not say Klay Thompson, Oladipo, Cat Daddy, Ben Simmons, and Shea? That was my 5. So Mike Conley was never going to be a keeper of mine regardless. So it wasn't done maliciously. The nigga wasn't performing. He got dropped. That's what I was looking at it. Simple as that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's whatever at this point. I mean, it's just fantasy right now. So I mean, we broke the rules, and that's what it is. You got a problem with it, then it is what it is.
I agree.
DK, how you feel?
I'm just listening, man. Like, I feel it's not really beneficial to anybody right now. I mean, the rule is the rule. I mean, just give everybody just renege the trade and this every. But the thing is that I think what Jones is that he lost. So and I'm not saying that that's why he's bitter or mad about it, but I think he wants you can't take that loss away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's where he's at with it. So the trade happened and all that good stuff, and you know,
it has nothing. Honestly, it has nothing to do with the loss. It has nothing to do with that, man.
So my thing is
his fantasy. I can control that.
I mean, I just feel like it's been so long. Like Conley was sitting out there for a minute.
It sure was. And we took it till January 22nd. We ain't
We
somewhere.
made that deal. Like, why you say something when me and him made that deal? We made that deal 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm at. Like, 'cause I was like, I didn't even know what was going on.
Because it means that
I just look at it like that. Like, it was just so long ago. Now you trying to talk about it now. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I agree.
So it's whatever you want to do, Commish. I'm gonna leave it like that.
it's wrong.
Hey,
No matter when I talk
it's
about
not,
it.
it don't really have nothing to do with me. A rule's a rule. So if the rule is you can't drop a keeper, then at the end of the day, I'm just gonna put the players back.
Yeah, put the players back.
That's fair. Like I don't
Hey,
want it
cool.
to make it, I don't want it to make it look like I'm doing anything like the finagle somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like that. I'm not running no shifty ass league, nothing like that, man. Like all I know is I trade a lot. So I'm gonna go and get the okay from the people that put the rules together. So when I wanted to do a deal back in the day and I wanted to involve 2 keepers for 1 keeper, I went straight to the commission. I ain't go to the league. I ain't go to nobody. I went to the commission. And if the commission told me it was okay and this is how you're going to do it, this is how it has to be, that's all I did. So I'm doing the same shit that I've been doing. It might have been new to everybody now, but I'm not doing anything different than I've been doing a couple years. And I ain't been winning like that the last couple years, so it ain't benefiting me. Like, it ain't helped me.
Yeah, just
Whatever I
put the
did,
players
it ain't help.
Just put the players back and do it tomorrow to drop the boy from Indiana I got.
All right, so you getting Duncan Robinson back too, right?
I'll get Duncan and Conley.
Yeah.
You got to put Lopez back on Roddy's team. And then Ryan, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, he got to figure it out. I mean, I told him earlier, I said, look, I might be taking Conley off your squad.
Yeah, it is what it is. So we'll figure it out. Roddy, we'll talk. If you still want to make something happen, we'll talk. You know how we do.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think the trade deadline on the 17th.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a couple weeks. We got anything else we got to talk about?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Good.
If that was the rule and I ain't know this, bro, I'm wrong. This is the first time I realized that. Real shit, regardless of what y'all think. If that's the rule, as far as trading one keeper for how many other keepers, I don't like it because that means I could trade 1 player for 5 keepers. As long as there's a keeper involved. That don't make sense to me, man. It really don't. But
that's the rule, though.
It's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's always been a rule, though. I mean, I ain't got to lie.
That maybe because I wasn't trading, but it don't make sense to me. I thought we was trying to keep this as close to the league as possible. You know what I'm saying? That's like a contract for a contract in real life. Like
in real life, a team. In real life, Yo, real talk. New York gave up their whole man roster for Melo. Like real talk, New York gave up their whole roster for Melo.
Man, no max contracts was involved,
and in real life,
that salary had to match. They had to work out something. They had to match up somehow. Yeah, they gave
studs for 5 players. That was the original.
But you put to us, those contracts are our studs. Those keepers are our studs in fantasy and dynasty.
They really, are. Sometimes you just got a sorry ass team and got to pick the crumbs from your squad. That ain't
okay, but we still gave them a contract. Regardless of how sorry, we still chose to give one of those permanent spots to.
But it goes back to the real reason why that was allowed in the league was because the whole idea and concept of the keeper was for Fugazi. When you had to draw names or teams out the hat and pick a keeper off a team, that didn't even make sense. I fought that tooth and nail, and I didn't like that rule, but I had to deal with it. So Chris gave me a loop. Chris gave me a wraparound around that whole deal. Like, look, all right, if you got 2 keepers, then you can trade for 1. I didn't try to trade 5 keepers for 1. All my deals involved 2 keepers for 1, maybe a 3 for 2. I was kind of crazy like that. And that's what happened this year. Lavelle wanted Devin Booker. He didn't have anything worth value outside of his keepers. Like, that's just me. Like, I didn't want anything.
I swore we had a video podcast on this. I'm gonna research this.
I'm researching myself.
I know, because remember I was hosting on my channel.
Yeah, so go. I got a couple videos.
Yeah, because I mean it was put in place because of this too, because of unbalanced. And again, when I say unbalanced, I'm talking about the contracts we have on people's heads. That wouldn't have happened.
I understand, but I feel like the whole keeper concept was unbalanced to begin with. When you got somebody picking a team out the hat and somebody just get the luck of the draw, like somebody could get OKC and their keepers is automatically Westbrook. And then I get Memphis and my keeper is Marc Gasol. Like there's a definitely a shift in value with a Westbrook and a Marc Gasol. And I didn't even choose that. So that was unbalanced.
That's how it's created it, though. You know what I mean? That has nothing about, you know, I get what you're saying, and you're right at that time, but we moved on from there, and again, we adapted to that. That has nothing to do about what we're talking about today.
But that rule that
I'm talking about, I say nothing to do. That has nothing to do with what my point is. That's not my point. And I gotta make sure everybody get that. Like, I'm not just trying to be a dickhead, but if we're gonna talk rules, we're gonna talk rules. I didn't understand that rules, and y'all clarified it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trade.
But when you said like basically we adapted, that was part of the adaptation to that rule. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Chris's way of putting an adaptation to that, because it's like, all right, this guy might be sitting on KD and Anthony Davis, and you sitting on a whole bunch of bums that you pretty much got forced down your throat as a keeper.
But everyone had a chance to change that initial keepers from 7 years ago, because we 7 years in. We didn't did drafts. We didn't did this. That the original keepers have nothing to do with today.
That's why the trade.
They showed our team bigger. I mean, better, and that's my point. I don't want to be misconstrued of what my issue is.
I hope I know the clear issue.
It's not about trying to cheat or nothing. Like, we need to talk. I could have talked shit in the chat. I waited for this because I want to make sure people don't misconstrue what I'm trying to get across. I don't like texting about issues. You know what I'm saying? And this is recorded. We could record what I said from the beginning to make sure y'all understand where I'm coming from. I didn't take it a low road. I hope y'all understand that. Because I wanted to get it out. I'm not upset. I'm sorry?
I said that's why we're on here now. You know what I mean?
I respect that. I told you I respect that. I'm done, man. If I was wrong, man, I'm sorry. Point blank.
So, Commish, you gonna do it in the morning, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna change it back.
All right.
I mean, like, look, I'm saying everything's up for discussion. You know what I mean? But it's almost like that was definitely a rule. The dropping of the keepers. Point blank period. You can't get around that. My only issue was the other thing. Like, that was a rule at one point too. Like, we don't like it, we can go back to the drawing board in the off season.
Yep.
I don't care.
I got you.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Me and Roddy talk.
With that, I'll change everything up in the morning. I'll let Ryan know he got to go pick up somebody in the morning or whatever you need to do it. If it's somebody that's in the waiver wires that he might need to pick up, I can either place him on his team or something like that for the mishap.
Yeah, come holler at me.
That's cool. That's
cool. We'll work it out, man. I mean, it was brought to the attention. If a rule is broken, we gotta fix it. I mean, that's just
No problem, man. It's all good. No problem.
Yeah, we gonna work it out.
Yo, DK, that song is fire. Stop playing with 8 Hey, we definitely gonna talk. All right, next I'll see you tomorrow at the games, man. I'm out.
all right.
Appreciate it, bro. See you, bro.
I know Val didn't hold on this long.
Val Lawrence. Yeah, Val. Yeah, Val. The Dreamers.
Hey,
The
man.
Dreamers.
This nigga is very loyal. Oh my god.
Val a trooper. Val a trooper. I was backstage. I heard everything.
I heard everything. Heard it all, man. Oh my god. I didn't even know all that was going on, man.
Yo, and I'm not yelling, I'm not combating. I'm just saying, like,
All right, but my argument is this. So I get the keeper rule, right? But let's say you talked about contracts, right, Jones? So if I want a Devin Booker who was like ranked 6th in the league, and I give up a player that's like 30th and 33rd or 20th and 33rd, that trade isn't valid?
He had to be a keeper.
They both were keepers. This is what I'm saying. I got 4 keepers.
Yeah. As long as it was 1 for 1, the keeper and the keeper, yeah.
But it was 2 for 1.
No,
Think
2 for
about
1
it though.
still valid.
I'm getting a bigger star in that one player to give up the 2 players. That's not a valid trade.
It's valid.
Not 2 keepers is involved. No,
It's
if
valid.
you would have gave him another keeper with him, 2 keepers for 2 keepers, those contracts are met. Well, the way I thought it was, evidently I was wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you was wrong on that one.
You was wrong.
If I give, I was wrong.
Yeah, I won a championship on
Well,
that.
Look at that.
You did. Damn.
Yeah, last year. That's how
I
I
was
won.
wrong,
Thanks to him.
Yeah, he
Again, if I'm wrong, man, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Yo, he-
Right. That's a great point. Oh, time out. Time out. That's a great point. That's a great point. So hold on, Jones. I did that deal with Unc last year. I gave him 2 keepers.
That's
For
right.
one.
That's right.
For one.
I didn't look at the people.
But that
Really?
one keeper though,
I
right,
didn't.
was worth those 2, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You
hell
felt
yeah.
like that one keeper you got was worth those 2 players, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know, Unc gonna think a 2 for 1's worth.
Right.
Yeah,
But the thing is, we still played.
Know that, man.
Whether it was worth it or not, we still played within the rules. So
That's right.
right.
I had one keeper on my side. He had at least one on his side. So that was the rule. So I added another one to get the guy that I want. We
Correct.
played in the rules. That's the rules.
Which was the same scenario I did this time.
Yeah, he did the same thing, and you ain't say shit.
That's right.
Nah,
You ain't saying
think,
shit.
nah,
This
honestly,
is on my
I think,
first year.
I personally
This is on my
think.
first year in this league,
when-
yo.
You're not
Hold
feeling
up.
me, man. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
I
I didn't
think
because
when-
I ain't pay attention. If I ain't pay attention to something, why would I say
So
something?
whose fault is that? That's the thing.
It's
If you want
my
to make a
fault,
big
and
stink
now
out of that,
listen to what I'm saying.
if you want to make a
Stop.
big stink out of this, then
Listen to what I'm saying.
then take away
I
Unc
was
title.
wrong.
Take away Unc title. Take away Unc title right now.
I'm about to get the title back.
You know that
For
ain't
what?
happening.
Give me Unc title right
Right.
now.
Yo. Woo!
You just hate me, Karen. That's all it is.
I mean, I'm not speaking for nobody, but I think the Mike Conley was a red flag that made Jones investigate a little bit more into
Yeah,
the
it
league.
did.
That's where I think it came from. So now he's questioning everything. When the rule is broken, it makes you question everything.
Yeah, but
The first
that's
thing
done. We
is-
taking Mike Conley back. I'm taking
No,
him back.
you're right. But then Nuck did make a good observation. If it wasn't for me seeing that Mike Conley was on the waiver wire and picked up and going back to the list of the keepers, I wouldn't have did the research. That's why I didn't say that before. Or I didn't pay attention last year and I would have said something when that deal with Unc happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Whose fault is it? It's my fault. But now I saw something, so I'm speaking on it. Everyone has a right to speak on it, just like when old boy wasn't setting his lineups, you spoke on it.
Yeah.
saying? That's all I'm saying is don't disregard my authority to have an opinion.
Yo,
I
we're
never
not-
said that. I never
we're not-
disregarded your opinion, though. I never said that.
Because you brought it up, we're changing it. So your voice is heard. You know what I'm saying? We're not taking that away from you.
I feel you.
Only issue I had was the other rule. That's it. Because I'm like, I've been doing that for a while. But the Mike Conley shit, that was gonna get corrected. You ain't have nothing to worry about. I was gonna make sure that got corrected. That's why I wanted all parties involved. I was trying to get Ryan on. I was trying to get everybody involved.
Time out. But Fred, when you called me, did I not call you back and told you I fucked up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm working behind the scenes and let everybody know we're gonna have a podcast to basically discuss the fate of Mike Conley. Point blank period.
I told him that. So that's what I'm saying, Jones. Like, you act like everybody against you. Nah, I told him that. I said,
no. I don't think everybody.
Hey, now
Honestly,
look, y'all want to pay attention
I
because he's been on my
don't feel
team.
like everybody me. Seriously, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Said, I messed up. I messed up. You right? I take
messed up
Conley
right
back.
now, thinking that it wasn't a rule. We all
I'd
make
have known
mistakes.
he'd been on my team.
Bro. Huh?
I said if I'd have known he'd have been on my team.
But I mean, at the end of the day, though, I'm gonna say
That's
this.
why I
At
wasn't
the end
on
of the
the
day, damn.
What's up?
Oh man.
Nah, I mean, at the end, I just think it was just spirited conversation. Like, I don't like nobody got no ill will, no malice towards nobody, but it's an issue. It's going to be an issue. Like,
Everybody
I admit,
win,
I would have. I said, yo, I told Heem and Roddy first. I said, yo, I fucked up as a commission because I allowed it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I messed up as a commission because when Heem told me he had 6 keepers, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Because I'm going off the rule that we was discussing earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, he got 6 keepers. You can go ahead and make that trade. But come to find out, I was wrong for letting it go through. So I got to eat that too. I already said that. I told both parties I was wrong for that. So I'm going to correct it. If a rule is broken, we going to fix it. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Just like when Russell wasn't setting his lineup and it was brought to my attention, I gave him time. We took a vote. He's out of here. No different. Mike Conley, yo, he should have never been dropped. He should have never even been traded. If that was the case, he's back. Now now the league can go back to hopefully being semi-normal.
And my fault about bringing up a rule that I wasn't aware of. Like I said, that's my fault.
But I understand where I understand where you was going. Nah, I understand where you was coming from because I'm like, yo, as an investigator, if you see something that stands out, you're going to do some research. It just is what it is.
Yeah, so man, my fault.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, look, we great flip it.
Hey Jones, you better blow that shit out next time.
I better.
Blow that shit out.
I better.
3 weeks, god dang.
Yeah, I'm good on that. If I wasn't like that, I wouldn't have seen the first one.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's done now, man. We great change it back.
But what do y'all want to do with that? Y'all want to keep it the same way with the keepers?
Oh, that's staying the same way with the keepers.
I bet it is, huh?
Oh yeah,
yeah, you would.
I thought it was always you had to have 5, man.
Now look, now everybody know I love him to death. But Don would change some shit up. He would change some shit up. He would finagle the shit out of something just because. Like, he didn't always think a lot of things through when he came up with some of the rules that he came up with. So the conversations we had was, look, if I traded 2 of my keepers, right, for one person stud keeper, I would come to him and say, look, since I gave that keeper up, I would just move the next man up. Like the next man on the roster that I like good. Like, say, for instance, if I drafted Damian Lillard and I traded Drummond and Marc Gasol to get Harden, I would just say Damian Lillard and Drummond's my keepers for that year, riding out. And I couldn't change that. But that was something I had to tell Chris. So Chris would have it in his mental bank. If I tried to make another deal or another trade, he would say, "Yo, I thought Lillard was your keeper now."
See,
You
this
see
is
what I'm
the only,
saying? So,
yeah, this is the only thing though. Like, say for instance, you have this come up again. Maybe we didn't think about this. What if I hurt? You technically couldn't drop none of the 6 to pick up somebody. You see what I'm saying? Because they're on the main board for being a keeper for the year. So let's say, for instance, I didn't make a deal. I ended up getting 5. I got 7 keepers last year. I wouldn't be able to keep 7. I wouldn't be able to drop 7 people on my team if they got hurt.
Go ahead.
IR. That's where I'm coming from. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Hey, look, I agree with Jones. Listen, take Unc's chip away.
no,
let's bring this up. So in the summertime, if I wanted to trade you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pascal Siakam and Trae Young for James Harden in the summer, that wouldn't go down either because those are 2 keepers on the books. Because we've been doing that all summer where people was trading, doing all those blockbuster crazy type deals.
You know the difference is though. You're right, and the reason I didn't say nothing because when it came down to draft time, we at that time that's when we selected the 5 keepers going into this year. Y'all did all those trades with keepers because they was coming off the books, but when whatever a week before the draft, we had to solidify those 5 keepers at that time.
Yeah, but you also could trade draft picks for keepers in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? And that's not of no value.
But before the league started, it was, hey, who's your 5 keepers for the year? And that's when the new year contract started. That's how we got those names on the message boards. That was after all the draft picks and everything trading.
Yeah, but I'm saying so those same guys that's going into this summer can still get traded for a draft pick
after the season is over, the off season.
The season's never over in this keeper though. Like
again, I'm just saying, but it wasn't. We're not trading draft picks during the regular season. So other thing happens in the off season. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was looking at it.
I mean, like that. I mean, I see what you're saying. I'm just proposing like a lot of unbalance. Like at one point, Dom said the season started when the league opened versus when the actual NBA season opened. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always been unbalanced and uncertainties in gray areas in this league. It's always been that way. It's never been nothing straightforward.
You're right, and that's why I was assuming that it was cool during the summer and not during the season because we already had that. It has been, man. You know, I've been on the phone with Dom for hours at a time. You know what I'm saying? We didn't call you up, so yeah, I know how Dom is, and that's why I'm.
But I'm saying it's been times where people submitted their keepers in the summertime, locked it in, and then a week before the draft, say y'all want to change my keepers up. Sees.
Oh,
like no. I mean, like, yeah.
But what I'm saying, like, after the season has started, regardless how long before the season started, I'm talking about once they're locked in and we draft. I'm talking about from that point. Because we did, even this year, we had like a day before, you know, with the draft, we locked in, you know, somebody kept Draymond Drummond and Capella or something like that. I forgot whoever they are. You know what I mean? Stuff happens. But I'm saying once we draft, that's the solidified keepers until the end of the year. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So in the interest of being fair, like this summer, we just gonna revamp and go over like we gonna write the 10 commandments. We gonna do a 10 commandments for the league, man, because it's a lot of gray areas, and this everybody can go right back to the rule book that's already on the board, and that has shut everything down.
And I want to put a petition out there to take Unc Chip away.
It's gonna be 2.
Take Unc Chip away. You know what? I take that back, Jones. I agree with you.
Good night.
I forgot to take
Both y'all
Chip
better
away.
blow that shit out there.
Nigga, Chip away because that wasn't fair. It was against the rules.
Yep. Too bad then.
Unc don't have no chip. You gotta put an asterisk on it.
I got 1.5 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, is everybody cool with just going back to the drawing board this summer, man? Just to
If it make Mr. Jones happy, we'll do it for him.
Nah, it ain't just Jones. Like I don't want it to seem like we picking on Jones or anything like that. If he's
We
an
picking
elder,
on Jones. We picking on you, Jones.
no, he's an elder statesman in the league, and if he
We
got
picking on you, Jones.
He's a slow thinker.
nah, it's not. Nah, what I'm saying is, like, look, I reached out to Jones about rules in the leagues before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I respect everybody's opinion. I'm not no dictator. I'm just saying this is the way it was, and all I did was act accordingly to the way the league was. If everybody want to change something up,
I think in the summertime, all we got to do is just make sure everybody clear on the rules and then post them shit.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's right. And put it to a
That's all
vote.
you got to do.
put it to a vote. I mean, yeah, that works.
Again, I wasn't clear on the keeper trading rules, man. I was misunderstood. So
You ain't trading your keepers. Like
I know,
like,
man.
if you said,
I thought I knew, man.
no, it don't apply to you because you're comfortable. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you got to look at it like this.
You still don't want no fugazi stuff to go. I'm gonna keep an eye on, make sure everything up and up. But I was wrong.
No matter what you think, it's going to be tough to get two keepers like Harden and Giannis. Nobody can get that because they're pretty much outliers in the league.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
Man, it took a while to do it. Don't act like it was just gifted to me. I took a lot of L's. You know what I'm saying? A lot of L's. I ain't getting no.
You can't. Hold on. You won. Hold on. Didn't you come into?
Huh?
Did you come into the keeper season keeping Harden and you drafted Giannis?
Yeah.
You're welcome. You did get like that year before. That year prior, that kind of set the tone for the keeper league. Like I had a sorry ass draft that year, and that was the next season we went right into the keeper. It wasn't even that a sorry draft. I had a bunch of hurt players.
Nobody knew Giannis was gonna be like that.
Nah, but look, we were making trades the year before the keeper started, and then it was like, oh yeah, we're going into a keeper this year. Like if we knew that, we would have held on to certain players coming into that net. Like you know what I mean? Like,
but the reason you didn't hold it on because you was winning back to back to back to back. You know, you got your money. Back to back to back. What is the 5-time count? It didn't affect you.
It did actually. Like, if you want to be real, like the reason why I went back to back because I was the king of the mega deals. So the whole keeper rule took all that away. Mm-hmm. So if anybody can be complaining, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest,
but you were still winning, so why would you?
I'm the AI.
I wouldn't complain if I was winning too. You still find a flaw. You just adapted.
The whole league rules changed because of me.
Yeah, it did.
And I ain't even toot my own horn. I'm pissed because I can't never get Harden. I can't never get the young. I'm still chasing those type of players from the keeper. Now, if it was a redraft league, I would get those guys. So that's another topic for another day. Yo, everybody good, man? Let's go down the list. Everybody good?
I'm good.
Jones,
I'm
you
cool.
good?
I'm good. I'm not a girl though.
All right, man. I apologize. You're not. Yeah, you my dog, man. But yo, we get spirited. We gonna go back and forth. We might not like each other for 30 seconds, but it's all love
right,
afterwards.
Nah, but I actually did hit this a wireless mouse and shit. I
was like, nah, because all right, I'm thinking back to when you and Roddy got on the phone. You dropped off the phone with Roddy, and I'm just like, yo, I know, like we going back and forth.
I don't like height, man. I don't like height. You
That's
see how height
so you might have, but I'm saying you might have mistook me.
I got you.
Getting loud. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm spirited just like the next man. Like I'm not taking this stuff serious like anybody else. I just don't like yo, I'll leave. I'm like, yo, you sitting on Harden and Giannis, and you talking about you want like don't do that.
No, and again, you're right. But again, if I feel that something is not going right, or no matter who I have, it's no sense of being taking part of something that where I feel like something, I'm being taken advantage of. I'd rather remove myself to even be part of that. And that's why I said that. If I, you know what I'm saying? Not just like, fuck y'all. Nah, if I feel like these rules are being broken maliciously, I'm not going to be part of it, man. That's how I
wouldn't want to be a part of it either. That's what I'm saying. Like as a commish, like I owe Big Bro that to just make sure the league is running like smoothly without any hiccups. So if something comes up, like I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure it's right.
Why you laughing, bro? Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you.
You a character, boy. I love you,
I love you too.
DK, what's up?
Blow that shit up.
What up? What up?
What's up, man? Yo, that track is definitely fire, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
I ain't got a project
you working on.
What you said?
On the low.
Oh, it's on the low track. I can't hear it, DK. That's how we doing?
No. It's called
That's
on the low.
Oh, I was about to say,
damn, son. Nah, that's really the name of the track.
So what's that on?
It's everywhere. Man. It's
okay.
Everywhere right now.
All streaming.
Just dropped it there.
All streaming platform.
Okay.
I go check it out then.
That's all I need to know.
I see what you got.
I'm even supporting myself. Got a hoodie with my mixtape cover on there and shit. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Promote my motherfucking self.
and Jones, you got the 3-on-3 tournament coming.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm trying to make my daughter better than All-American. I mean, soon. So she got like 17 years.
So do you still accepting more kids? Yeah,
I still got some more teams. I got a couple slots for kids. I got a couple sponsors team too. I'll have more information about how many free slots. I got like 3 or 4 companies that's putting up money for a team.
What age group?
The whole tournament from 3rd to 10th grade. So 8 to 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, I got some people. I got some people that want to join. What's up, Vel?
What's good?
That's it. That's all you got.
Vel, you ain't bowling tonight.
I mean, y'all made me sit on the sideline, man. That's how y'all do me, man.
You're new, man. This is OG business. This was OG business.
Clearly, it wasn't about me. Look, it was like, yo, newcomer, stay out.
My bad, yo.
Don't worry, I saw all of it.
Nah, my bad, bro. I didn't expect this many people to show up like that, man. So,
hey, man, that's how I go, man.
My bad. He you got any last words?
Yeah, we need to take Chip back because Jones right. You know, that shit never happened. You know what I mean?
So got the asterisks.
Got the asterisks, man. Jones, you know what, Jones? I don't remember neither. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't trade, so I wouldn't remember, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you, dog. Like, I don't remember it either, yo. Oh man, you got over on the rules. Fred, put that back. Take his chip off.
Hey, You know,
DK, you won. Right? You was playing on, so you had to win.
Yeah, by default.
I'm gonna play you first round. Okay?
Oh, y'all motherfuckers, man.
I'm gonna knock you out first round. He ain't just for that. I'm gonna guarantee that.
Yo,
wow.
I'm gonna pay you league fees. Bust that ass first round.
Yo,
He the de facto champ. De facto champ. De facto.
But, C's, I talked to him earlier, asked his thoughts. He felt the same way as Jones. Should be a keeper for a keeper. I'm just saying. I told him I was gonna put that out. I ain't look. His voice matters too, man. Like, look, gotta be fair. I'm not trying to rig no shit for me.
Right, man, your voice don't matter if you don't hop on.
Some people don't like being on. You know what I mean? They don't like the camera and the mic. You know what I mean? They don't want to be on the panel like that, man. He's like a silent investor. He gonna talk. He'll tell me how he feel.
Nah, that sounds like a player from the sideline.
I've been trying to get him on for a minute. I gave up.
Hey, Commish, how many people we need to start a petition? So I got C's, Jones, and me. For Unc to take his chip away.
Oh, that's crazy.
You get 6. Hey, they still might sign it. They might do the same petition for Earns. They might do the same petition for Earns.
Hey, Heath, you'll never get 6. I guarantee that.
We got to sign up. How many we need, Commish? We need about 5, 6.
We need about 6.
Hey,
6 got rough.
I got DK. DK gonna sign up 4.
That's 4.
Yeah, I want my chips, man.
They trying to. They trying to beat you.
Y'all better tell who I am.
You gonna beat the championship?
Uncle Trump with the gun in the beach.
They gonna beat that joint.
Like that.
Uncle Trump about to get impeached.
He ain't saying you bullied. He said you bullied him. You bullied him into that trade last year.
He bullied me in. Hey, listen, I didn't know the rules. I didn't know it. I didn't know nothing.
I told you, you gotta blow that shit out, man.
Look. Hey, Fred, take everything I said before. I don't remember. Edit that shit.
The commission gonna be like the Republicans though, so it don't matter.
That's right. That's right. No witnesses. I'm a bully y'all like Trump.
Oh man. I'm good, man. I'm good, yo.
I'm good. I'm good.
DK, you know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm on your ass.
I know, man. My team's fucking injured, so man, you got it.
Hey, look, I'm about to get half my team taken away.
Yo, let's be real here. Let's be real quick before we hang up. If anybody want to get mad at a 2-for-1 deal, you need to look at DK.
Oh shit.
The secret's out, bro. You the best kept secret, but it's out now. You on everybody's radar now, yo.
I know. There it is. It's cool. But still, man, I'm losing. Man, all my players is injured, bro. In both leagues.
You got the asterisk. You got the asterisk, the playoff asterisk, right? The playoff star.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like, we still fighting to get to that spot.
No. Y'all still fighting for that. I got the star too, baby. See, I'm tired of y'all disrespecting the M's right now. I'm tired of y'all disrespecting the M's.
I saw that. I ain't gonna announce it though. I saw.
All right, yo, let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him, yo.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yo,
that's right.
I have my.
Yo,
that's right,
Jones. Yo, he first round knocking you out.
You probably gonna be playing DK.
I'm gonna
be you ain't playing me.
I'm gonna be playing.
Nah, you playing me, son. He ain't coming up, bro.
Nah, y'all disrespecting me, man. I'm tired of it, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it.
Jones, you gotta get your playoff start too, right?
Jones got this magical win.
Yeah, if Jones stop losing,
nah, he be all right. You got your playoff.
All right.
How many games you
got
behind? How many games you behind Jones now?
I think 4.
4?
Yeah.
3, I think. No, I think 3. Since I lost last week, it was 4. I think it's 3.
Yeah,
it ain't that many weeks.
You not
Damn, son. Yeah, it is 3.
Yeah,
Looking at it right now, it's 3.
I think it is 3.
I'm
good, man. No, I ain't. Man, if I lose all these games, if you deserve that number 1 spot in the division, I'm not gonna lose that. That's too much.
Yo, talk that shit, yo.
All right, talk
Beat
that
your
shit.
chest, Jones. Beat it.
Nah,
it don't matter what y'all niggas trade.
I messed up on that rule too, Heem. Remember, I thought it was the best record in the division for the number 1 divisional spot.
What you mean?
I mean, we was on the phone. I was like, he was like, you got the division lock. I was like, nah. Unk's divisional record is better than mine. You was like, no, your overall record is better than his. It's not the divisional record.
Yeah, it's the overall, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's overall.
So now I got like 3 games ahead of Unk. I'm good.
Yeah, you good. I mean, unless you falter.
Hey Jones, I'm gonna say it again. Blow that shit out, man.
You gotta play. You gotta play Unk
again.
again.
A little slow over that motherfucker.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
It's only 4 more a week.
Hey, Heem. Check
How many
out
weeks we got left?
my wizard trio.
Yeah, Rui balling.
Check out my wizard trio.
What's Isaiah doing? I mean Isaiah Ish.
Ish had 14, 6 and 6.
So who getting traded before the trade deadline?
Bertans had 5 threes, 20 points, 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
My baby, Bertans. I got a bunch of guards now, so you might as well holler at your boy.
Oladipo and OG waking up tonight.
Hey, we gotta talk about that Wiggins and Lowry.
Yeah.
What's Lowry? What's Kalo got? What's Kalo my baby got? What's Kalo my baby got right now?
OG the man tonight, man.
What's Kalo got?
OG the man.
What do you got?
He got 16 and 11 going into the 4th.
I'm watching it right now.
11. Wiggins play tonight. Wiggins don't play tonight, do he?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how you feel about that?
Y'all like him?
That D-Lo trade, DK?
Man, all thing I hope is he balls and man shoot a higher percentage, cause that motherfucker fucking my percentages up, bro.
I feel you.
That's
D'Angelo Russell,
cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, D'Angelo
that
Russell.
nigga shoots.
Yo, you might have to check your inbox.
He balling.
We'll see, man.
Yeah,
you know how we do, man.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Oh wow, here we go. Get your popcorn, everybody. Let me pop some. Here we go. Look, Vel quiet as a cat. Too. He like Vel don't want to say nothing right now. He quiet as a cat.
Nah, man, Vel got me on that deal, man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Vel ain't saying nothing. Vel like Woods. He like Drummond got out of there. I got Woods.
Yeah,
I got none.
Vel's the CEO of Raping You Records right now, man.
No.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I had to come up with that.
That bull crap, man.
Vel been asking for a deal.
I'm done. I ain't doing no deals with Vel the rest of the year.
Listen. Listen. Vel been asking for a big all season. You ain't heard Vel in the last 2 weeks say nothing.
me and Vel almost had a deal right before the trade deadline. Look, we almost had a deal right before the trade deadline. What was it? Drew and Whiteside for Booker.
Yeah.
Soon when Drummond got traded, I said, yo, he's like, nah, I think I'm good there. I think I got what I need.
Vel seen that Roto report. He was like, Coach Casey was like, yeah, Woods got to step up. Vel was like, yes.
Okay.
You know, it's my squad though, man. So I'm a little hot, man. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, man. So
I hear that.
I got mixed feelings about all of that, man.
You gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, Drummond pissed off.
Now Derrick Rose hurt again. So
what you like about it? Huh?
Who you playing this week, Bill?
I don't even know.
Do you like that?
He playing me.
Oh, damn.
Playing
Damn.
on.
You didn't know you was playing on.
No,
I'm
I ain't
saying
gonna
that.
lie.
I'm
He
saying
ain't
that.
saying that smart to me.
I'm saying that like he up.
I said, okay, saying that smart. No, he is up.
I'm not up. Am I up still?
Yeah, you up.
He playing me.
Oh,
Hey,
I
he
got
playing me.
like 3 or 4 players out this week.
Oh, it's 5-5 now.
It should be.
Yeah, I wish y'all had told. Yeah, I wish
Westbrook's out.
you did. I wish
Westbrook
you
out.
did this early. I could have took Conley off of Ryan's team tonight. I'm playing him.
Man, if I had known that though, I'd have smashed him.
DK
I ain't gonna hold you.
DK would have been upset.
I'm trying to take Conley out tonight.
He would have been upset. Like shit.
Man, y'all gotta reverse a trade though. I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, we got reverse a lot. He got reverse a lot of shit.
It's been done.
Yeah.
We had the veto and reverse some shit.
Yeah, just make sure you get the right person, man. Get McDermott. Get McDermott committed.
Yo, we
the right guy.
Yo, we bought the GM out the league before, like actually paid to get them out the league.
Yeah,
Are
that
you
was crazy.
serious?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was wild. Like we had some wild. Like this league is definitely more mild than it's ever been. Like this ain't nothing.
No, this
Yeah, niggas was about to fight and shit, man. Yeah, this league is soft, man.
Man, we got come on, we grown men, man.
But I miss my boy.
He wasn't always grown, Val. He wasn't always grown.
I miss my boy Rollo though.
Yo, hit me here.
He wasn't always grown, Val.
I want Rollo back to the league.
Like I just said to myself, yo, man, meet me at the park, man, because I don't like the way that fantasy thing went down. Like, that's crazy.
No, they was going to catch jobs. We was going to meet at the job.
Yo, Dedro was ready to take it there one time. Like me and Rollo had a 2 a.m. late night talk.
Oh
he was
man,
like, he was like, yo, you ain't gonna do me you ain't gonna do me like you did Nina.
It was a lot going down. You had Dedro and Roddy.
Oh man, that was first.
Then you had Dedro and Nina.
Man.
And then me and Dedro. Look, me and Dedro.
Yo, Nina would do a deal with you and then call Chris up and say, yo, I don't want that guy.
What? And take the trade back?
Yo, deal's been reversed before, yeah. She had buyer's remorse after she hit accept. Or when she did the Dedro sent the deal to her. She waited till the guy got hurt and said, I'm sorry I gotta do this to Dedro, and then accepted the deal. And her guy was out for the year. That was I think that's the deal that got her out of there. Yeah. Let's wrap this up, man. So in the morning time, Mike Conley will be back on your team.
Yeah, he'll be on my team. Make sure you put him on the Dreamers.
You got to put Duncan on there too. Mike and Duncan.
So tell me who you want me to drop.
Jones said I'm gonna keep it short, so you know you can add a keeper to me.
McDermott.
All right, I'll drop him.
Yeah, McDermott.
And just for that, like, I don't know, should we give him an extra waiver wire pickup?
Who?
I don't know, one of y'all. Like I guess Ryan or something.
I think shit. And Ryan should get one too.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
I mean, is that cool?
If the team's ready,
that's what I'm saying. Like if y'all are out of waiver wire pickup, y'all need somebody.
I got two left.
You taking a player from him.
Yeah, I got two left.
If you reversing everything, that means you would have still had that.
If you are reversing, that means you would have at least one.
Yeah, but just let me know because I would have to be the person to put them on your team.
Yeah. I mean, I got two left. I'm good right now.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
Ryan.
I would say Ryan would probably need an extra pick because he losing a guy like totally. Like he totally losing a guy.
Yo, he was
put the guy
yo,
back on that he dropped.
he saw Mike Conley. He saw Mike Conley in waivers and was licking his chops.
Yeah, he totally losing a guy. So I would say get him an extra guy. I don't need an extra guy. I should be all right. I got 2 picks left. It's only 2 more days, so I don't really have anybody to drop. Now I definitely don't have anybody to drop. Now that you add Duncan back on there, I don't really have anybody to drop.
Hey man, I traded him to you, man. Why you acting like that, man? Come on, Hing.
Yeah, I traded him. No, I'm saying I'm keeping him. I'm saying I don't have anybody to drop. Like all my guys are I'm keeping them. So like I had one like play to play with, and that was McDermott. Now you about to put him. Now you about to put Duncan in his spot. So I really don't have anybody to drop.
All right, yo, let's
So
wrap it.
So basically, Vel, what I'm saying is I'm locked up. I'm locked up for the rest of it. You know what I mean? DK got me. He locked me up. He locked me up.
All right, yo, tell Ern I got a search warrant for him.
Oh, Ern.
He been
Ern
MIA.
quiet right now. Ern gonna be quiet until he know he got the division locked up.
He's not.
He quiet until then. He know. I told him. I said, "Yo, you in a dog fight with Commission Bell." He said, "Yeah, I know. It's crazy over there." I was like, "Dog, that's crazy."
It
Y'all
don't
got
matter.
the craziest matchup.
It don't matter. He's not gonna make that much noise.
I don't know, man. Y'all in
I'm
a
talking about
crazy.
it don't, as long as we get in the playoffs, I don't care.
I'm hoping I get in.
Look, Jones, you disrespected Vel. Look what happened. He was the division winner for at least a week.
Bell said, "You want to talk top 5?"
He was on top for a week.
You top 5, Bell?
Hey,
Vel was division leader for a week.
I try not to make excuses, man, but I had a lot of influx on my team, man. A lot of cats just going down, you know.
It happens, man.
That's everybody.
I know, but it got a little crazy.
But y'all in the three-way tie, though, right? Y'all in the three-way
we're
tie
like,
right now.
no. I'm behind. I think I'm
I
behind.
thought all y'all got 8 wins. All y'all got 8 wins.
It's me and Ern, because
him and Ern got
we got a tie.
They got that tie.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like a half a game back.
So how many wins all y'all got though?
We all got 8.
Yeah, that's what I said. All y'all got 8 wins.
Yeah, we got 6 losses. He got 7.
I got 7.
Because both of y'all got ties.
Yeah, so he a half a game behind us.
Man, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, y'all in a dog fight. I thought me and DK was in a dog fight. Y'all in a dog fight. At least I ain't got to worry about DK. Y'all got to worry about each other.
And I got Ryan this week, and he's like,
"Yo, Ryan feeling good." I ain't seen Ryan talk all year. Ryan been saying something every week. Every day. Every day, Ryan got something to say.
I get the text, "Yo, Mike Conley's balling, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, not for long."
Yeah, we gonna be balling. We gonna be balling for me.
not for long for you, bro.
Oh shoot! I guess I can't get him.
Who? You always holler at me, Vel. This what Vel do. This what Vel do. Yo, let me get that guy, and I'll be like, "Okay, who you want for him?" And then he don't say nothing else.
This is Vel right. This is Vel right here. Pump fake. Andrew with the pump fake all day.
Yeah, Vel asked me, but he asked me, what you want for this guy? And I say, okay, I like him. Or I say, well, what you want to give up? And I don't hear nothing from him. Like, why you ask me then if you ain't gonna respond back?
Vel the king of leaving you on scene.
Come on, man. I made deals with both of y'all, man.
I'm saying if I hit you up on the Yahoo Messenger, it says scene. no reply. Scene.
Right.
That's funny.
You talk that shit that he don't want to hear, it's straight scene.
Yo, he don't say nothing back.
You do a deal you want, you get a deal you want, it's sent.
Right. I was like, damn, like you hyped me up for no reason. Like I'm hyped, like nothing. None at all.
All right, I'm about to get off here, yo.
All right, man.
McDermott,
Y'all be
McDermott.
easy, fellas.
Everybody be blessed. Have a good weekend. We'll get back up to go over the what is it? The top 5 week what?
Week 16.
All-Star
We'll do an All-Star edition.
There you go.
Power rankings.
I'm on your ass, DK.
You got it.
All right, y'all.
All right.
All right, bros.